Hello, my name is Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to have you here. Today we are doing a throwback tutorial on the little Natasha Denona Coral Eyeshadow Palette. She is a little stunner, isn't she? We are going to be creating this lovely look that I'm wearing today. And if you're interested in any other products I'm using, I'll have them listed for you down below as always. But we are creating a throwback tutorial look with this today, and if you're new, a throwback tutorial here on my channel is any eyeshadow palette that's been released more than 6 months ago. You know, the makeup world, it moves pretty fast these days, so anything over 6 months old, I bring it back and I revive it, and you know, I'm inspiring myself to get some more use out of my own products. And I'm hoping that along the way I can inspire others to get more use out of things they already own instead of going out and purchasing stuff they don't need. So if that sounds good to you, then just keep on watching. So today's throwback tutorial is featuring the Natasha Denona Coral Eyeshadow Palette. This is an up close and personal look at the eyeshadow palette. If for whatever reason you've never seen it before and you're just stumbling upon it, this is what it looks like. And this eyeshadow palette is actually still available, surprisingly. It's been out for like 2 years and I feel like nobody really talks about it anymore. But it's still for sale, $48. This is one of Natasha Denona's a big 5-pan small palettes. Honestly, could she have done a mini with this? Yeah, she totally could have, because the price tag would have been way cheaper, but you know, neither here nor there. I've also done some swatches, not the best ones, but I did some swatches for you guys real quick. These are all 5 shades in the palette. We have a red shimmer, a kind of peachy pink, very light shimmer, and then we have that purple blue duochrome at the top. And then we have 2 mattes here. So we have kind of like a burnt orange, a rusty brownish red color down at the bottom. And then at the top we have that very light corally salmon color as well. I always love doing these eyeshadow tutorials, these throwback tutorials. They're always so much fun to dip back into an older palette and get some more good use. It's always a good time. So grab your makeup brush and let's get started. I'm grabbing a Refer 16, and for reference, I prime my eyes with my MAC Laying Low Paint Pot. It's one of my go-to eyeshadow primers. I love that stuff. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to dip into this shade right here, which I believe is called Dakota. Just picking some of that up on my brush, and I'm just going to start sweeping that all through my crease, right into my inner corner as well. Kind of want this color everywhere. I'm slightly winging my outer corner with this. I didn't get this palette when it first launched, so here's the story, here's the tea with this eyeshadow palette. So I had signed up for BoxyCharm, right? This was like the only item from BoxyCharm I actually ended up ever getting. I got it last year, so I've had it for about a year now. I've used it once before, and I feel like the quality was really good. So I thought we would revisit it again today to see if those feelings still hold it true, to get some use out of stuff in my collection, inspire you to do the same. You know. But it was the only thing I actually ever ended up receiving from BoxyCharm that I ordered. I could go on about BoxyCharm, guys. Just don't even. Alright, now I'm going to go with a Refer 15, and I'm going to go into this darker red shade. I think it's called Lyra. I'm going to pick some of that up on the tip of my brush and start building up this outer corner right here. I really want to play with this red shimmer. The last time I used that really pink pale shimmer color, that was the last time that I used this eyeshadow palette. That was like all over my lid. Today, I think I want to dip into that red shimmer, really give it some attention, Maybe we'll try to put that duochrome shade on top. Wouldn't that be fun? Give me the tea, guys. Do a lot of you still have this eyeshadow palette in your collection? Or have you decluttered it? Because I honestly, when people are going through their Natasha Denona stuff, they don't really ever mention having this. So I'm quite curious. Is this something that people kind of either just didn't get, or when they did get it, they were like, it's whatever, and ended up just like not using it or passing it along? Like, how did you guys actually feel about this when it first came out, when you first got it in your hands and you used it for the first time compared to now? I always think it's interesting to hear like how people's opinions and stuff and preferences have changed over time. Okay, I think I have that blended to the best of my capability at the moment. Now I'm going to dip into this red shade right here on the end called Kai. I'm using a rougher number 2, and I'm picking it up completely dry. We shall see how this goes. One swipe. I didn't pick up a whole bunch on my brush, but I mean, it's on there. It's stuck down. No skipping. No crazy. We like it. So what is everybody's plans for the new year? I know that we have now just passed Christmas, whether you celebrate or not, and you know, we're moving into the new year. 2022 is almost here, guys. Before you know it, we're gonna be saying the exact same thing again. It's crazy when you're a kid, like time seems like it goes by so incredibly slow. But when you're an adult, man, time flies by. I just thought I heard cops. No, my baby is playing with a toy. I was like, what? Who? Why? What is going on? But to freak out. But no, nothing happening. False alarm, I think. Pretty sure, anyway. But there are helicopters outside right now, which is strange. I can hear one right outside my window. Like flying over. Super late. I really like how that turned out. Honestly, if you wanted to just leave it like this, you totally could. Smoke out your lower lash line, roll with it. You totally could do that. This is a gorgeous look. Perfect for this time of year. I feel like this like a cranberry color is so in. I'm going to take the other side of that brush and I'm going to dip into this duochrome shade right here. And I'm going to pop that on top. Now, before I was so interrupted by being paranoid, I was talking about how, you know, we're approaching the new year, guys. What are some resolutions? What is everybody planning on making their resolution this year? I know I definitely want to focus more on working out, and I know that's like everybody's resolution, but like seriously, guys, I've gotta do something. My husband and I would like to move in the next year, and within the next year we would like to have another baby, and in order to do all of that, I will not allow myself to get pregnant again until I lose weight. I have to get back below what I was, or at least around what I was before I had my first baby, before I'll be comfortable having another. None of my clothes fit me as it is. I couldn't imagine that'd be so scary. I don't think I could handle it. And of course, like, you can buy new clothes and stuff, but just like the mental shock. Not for me right now. Not for me. So, yeah, I think I really want to make my New Year's resolution just to lose weight. And hopefully I can. I've managed to lose 20 pounds in the last like 4 or 5 months. So I feel like that's a pretty big accomplishment. So I'm just trying to keep that momentum going into the new year. I don't want to lose sight of any of my goals. And then another resolution of mine too is to post consistently on here. I want to at least post 3 to 4 videos a week for you guys. And that's my goal. And of course, like, that's new makeup releases, tutorials of all different shapes and sizes, you know, new stuff that comes out, first impressions, reviews of products. Alright, I have that duochrome on now. I like that. I feel like that just kicked it up just a notch. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm so pleased. So pleased. Very happy with myself right now. Glad I chose those colors. I'm dipping into that first matte, the coral, the light coral salmon-y shade. I'm dipping into that one with my Refer 13, and I'm just using that to go along my lash line, my lower lash line, and just put down some color, connect it up with that outer corner. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. And now I'm going to dip into that deep red matte as well. Just a smidge on the same exact brush, but I'm going to focus this more towards the outer corner. Now I'm going to take this little teeniest, tiniest Morphe brush in the world, and I'm going to dip into that first shimmer shade, that very light peachy one. I want to see what this is going to look like on my inner corner, just for, you know, shits and gigs. Because I'm not going anywhere right now. This is all for me, guys. I mean, it's not bad. Honestly, I could have done with something lighter and less pink, but she will do. I am going to dip into a different highlighter for my brow bone, though. I'm not going to use this. For my brow bone, I'm going to use my Nabla Skin Glazing and Privilege. It's what I used on my face today. And I'm just going to run that under my brow. Alright guys, eyes are done, all but like liner and lashes. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so this is the final completed look with lashes and eyeliner on. I hope you guys enjoyed creating this little throwback look with me, this throwback tutorial with the Coral eyeshadow palette from Natasha Denona. This is such a little gem of a palette, and I really do enjoy it. I created a kind of a similar look, now that I think about it, the other day with my Utopian Dream palette. Like, this purple shimmer kind of reminds me of the other one, only that is way more impactful. This has a way more sheer formula, and I really like that for being a topper shade. It really works well. You can still kind of see that other shade below, it giving you dimension, and I really do like that. I loved playing with the reds. The last time I played with these shades right here, and I mean, they're pretty, but this was fun. It was different. If you know, red is kind of like my I'm scared color. So I dipped my toe in a little bit today. So we'll see what happens in the future as far as that's concerned, but I hope you guys had a good time and you enjoyed the little throwback tutorial I gave you guys today. If there are any other eyeshadow palettes that you guys can think of that you may want me to create a look with, feel free to leave it down in the comments. If I have it, I'll pull it and we can sit down and do this again. Yeah guys, so until next time, thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing, and don't forget, give me a thumbs up before you go. But until next time guys, bye!